Welcome back to the program. Well, when it comes to making a customer complaint, it can take hours or even days before an issue can be resolved, right?
That's right, and more often than not, it results in very little success. Take a look.
Oh, I'm sorry, we have no midsize available at the moment.
I don't understand. I made a reservation. Do you have my reservation?
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, we ran out of cars.
But the reservation keeps the car here. That's why you have the reservations.
I know why we have reservations.
I don't think you do. If you did, I'd have a car. See, you know how to take the reservation, you just don't know how to hold the reservation. And that's really the most important part of the reservation, the holding. Anybody can just take them.
Let me speak with my supervisor.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, don't you love it? Very frustrating, but we've all been there. And our next guest says there's a real art to actually getting results, but if you know what to do, you can have a solution within a matter of minutes.
Exactly.
Joe Ucukalo is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, Joe.
Like I said, so frustrating, but where do you know to start to get a result?
So firstly, we can all sense when a complaint might arise. So we really need to trust our instincts and start recording the details. Or the best thing you can do is take some photos. So we had one customer and they turned up at their 5-star accommodation. Well, it was supposed to be 5-star. As soon as they arrived, it was more like 3-star, but they took a few pictures and we were able to get them great results because as soon as they sensed there was problems, they started recording the details.
And they were able to show them, obviously, when they got back and all that sort of stuff. But then it can still take a while to get money back on things, can't it?
Well, it can, but the best thing you can do is to decide what outcome you want and go prepared with that. And that's when most people forget that in your first contact to the company, say, this is what's happened and this is what I want. So you make it a yes-no decision for them rather than them having to think about, you know, what might be suitable in your situation.
So, suggestion there, take action within 48 hours, complain before you pay, but what happens if you've already paid?
Well, if you've already paid, it becomes more tricky, and that's why we need to get onto it early. So if your bill, say you've got a large bill and you want to dispute it, put the bill on hold. And then that means that they can't take any further action to take it to debt collection or anything like that. But if you have already paid, you need to escalate it to somebody who can make a decision. And what most people don't know is there's a customer service department and then there's a complaint department. So as soon as you call someone or talk to someone, say, I want to talk to the complaints. I've got a complaint to make.
And skip the queue. When you finally make it to the end of that queue, what about your approach? Do you go in like a raging bull or do you take a softly approach?
Look, it is best to start in an amicable fashion. And what you need to remember is the person that you're dealing with, they don't have the history, they probably haven't caused the issue. So try to take an amicable approach. But obviously our emotions do get the better of us. And what I do say is there's a balance between acting really quickly, like within 48 hours, but taking a moment to cool down. And if you can't keep your head level, try to find someone else who can.
What about, given the prevalence of social media these days, naming and shaming people online, does that have positive results or negative?
Look, we don't advocate for that, and why that is because it's better if you can take a positive approach to most things, and perhaps your friends might get sick of hearing you always saying negative things on social media. But what's happening is organisations are becoming really responsive on social media, and that's what's pushing people onto social media to take action. Their existing channels are too slow, might take 15 days from some banks to hear back. And that's where what we've developed is our website where it'll make it really quick for you to lodge your complaint. We guarantee you'll get a response and it's free. So we're as fast as social media. It'll take you under a minute, but you don't need to tell all your friends and go down that public naming and shaming path.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Terrific. Thank you, Joe. And for more information on how to complain, head to the Today Show website. We've got all the details for you.
Yeah, because Australians, I think, need help in knowing how to complain.
Yeah, because we're not good at that.